In 1731, Countess Cornelia Bandi, aged 66, was reported to be dull and heavy during dinner. She retired to her room and spent over 3 hours chatting and praying with her maid before falling asleep. The next morning, the maid found the Countess's body had been reduced to a pile of ashes, with only her lower legs below the knee, 3 fingers, and the front of her skull relatively intact. The bed and the rest of the furniture were covered by a greasy and smelly layer but were otherwise undamaged by the fire. The room was full of soot, and an oil lamp on the floor was covered with ashes but contained no oil. The way the sheets were found suggested that the Countess had risen at some point during the night. Some accounts mention that she was a brandy drinker and used to sprinkle camphorated brandy on her body to relieve physical pain. Despite the mystique surrounding her death, the circumstances of Countess Cornelia Bandi's demise remain unexplained, contributing to the enduring fascination with the concept of spontaneous human combustion. Charles Dickens, in his preface to his novel Bleak House, writes about the Countess, whom he misnames Countess Cornelia de Bandi Cessanate, with regard to the possibility of what is called spontaneous combustion. Today, modern science generally dismisses the idea of spontaneous human combustion as a genuine phenomenon. Most alleged cases can be explained by more conventional causes. One of the most widely accepted explanations for spontaneous human combustion is the wick effect. This theory suggests that the human body can function similarly to an inverted candle, where body fat acts as the fuel and clothing or hair serves as the wick. This effect can produce many of the unusual characteristics associated with spontaneous human combustion, such as the complete or nearly complete incineration of the body and the lack of fire damage to the victim's surroundings. This can occur if the person is incapacitated or unconscious, such as from alcohol or drug use, and a small fire starts, possibly from a cigarette or other ignition source. Some theories propose that certain chemicals or biological processes within the body could contribute to spontaneous human combustion. For instance, the accumulation of acetone in the body due to ketosis has been suggested as a possible factor. However, these theories lack robust scientific evidence and are generally considered speculative. The case of Countess Cornelia Zangheri Bandi, like many other alleged instances of spontaneous human combustion, is often cited in historical and literary contexts. However, these accounts are frequently based on anecdotal evidence and lack the rigorous scientific investigation required to support the phenomenon. The Countess's death, as described, could be explained by more mundane causes, such as an accidental fire that was sustained by the wick effect.